Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 19. This thing's quite a monster, isn't it? I've never used this before, so guess what we're doing today? As soon as Species figures out which... Oh, there's all the ladders. That'll be the way we'll want to go, isn't it? But there we are. Had to take a little hop because I'm, well, height challenged. Alright, now... what do we need to do to this thing? Okay, we need to, we'll start it up first, because that's always fun. So, let's get a look at the unfold here. Whoa. Because it needed to be bigger. Wow. Holy smokes. That's some crazy stuff, man. That is... Alright. Now, we can... turn on the heart. Oh, look at that. That back piece lowers. Okay. That's something, eh? What a bizarre bit of kit. Okay. Hey, we're harvesting cotton. Look at that. We are harvesting cotton. Interesting. How's the interior of this thing? Oh, nice. Lots of buttons and switches and knobs to twist. Okay. Oh. Is cotton then... Oh, this thing. God. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. The return is so slow on that steering that, yeah, it was like you were in a tank slapper. But in fact, it was just the wheels trying to catch up with the direction I was trying to turn. Holy smokes. That's not very impressive. So, I take it... well, maybe not. I guess all you're really trying to harvest is all the little nodules, so maybe. Is cotton, in fact, a perennial? Like, do I not need to replant this? Can I simply... clean it up with some fertilizer, some weed killer, and throw some ferts down. Do all that hilarity? I wonder. I guess we'll figure it out, won't we? Off to a bit of a messy start, but picking up a bit now. Oh man. It holds what? 20,000. 20,000 what? Cotton balls? You could stick that in a garbage bag. This thing's the size of a barn. Alright. How are we doing here? I mean, it's a neat enough bit of kit. I just hope I didn't destroy a bunch of, what could possibly be next season's cotton by doing that one end strip and then backing over it. Because those aren't exactly row crop tires, in case you hadn't noticed that bit, because I did. They're actually quite suitable to the task at hand. In other words, they're huge. Huge. Kind of like this field, man. Although it's confusing just to stay on top. So I was perusing the old Netflix last night, as I have been known to do. That's weird. The whole thing changed pitch like it had shut off its blade for a minute or something, or the header for a moment. No, it doesn't seem to be knocking anything dead. Anyway, yeah, and I came across the final two Harry Potter movies. Now, I'm not particularly a big Harry Potter fan. I have watched the other movies, but I'll be honest with you, it's because at the time I was still with my wife, and she was quite a fan, at least of the movies. I don't know that she ever read the books. So we did end up picking them all up and watching them all. But yeah, I was, I don't know. But, man, those things have gone all Wicked Uncle Ernie on us, let me tell you. That's some pretty dark stuff. There's people dying every couple of minutes. There's just nasty people with bad attitudes and even worse makeup. And, yeah. It still wasn't, I don't know. You know, I've seen better B-rated sci-fis, but then again, it's a matter of taste. So, yeah, that was kind of neat. And oddly enough, it appears all of nowhere they've all of a sudden got the entire series on there. So, and I have no desire to watch it. They've just released a new season of a few of the others that I watch. Ooh, I see there's a new one for Lost in Space. It's supposed to have a new season coming up in the not too different future. Right now I'm watching the new season of Z Nation. Well, okay, I'm not. I'm rewatching the entirety of Z Nation. If you like zombie flicks, it's pretty good. I actually like it better than The Walking Dead, to be honest with you. It's just it's I don't know, a little less character centric maybe. You know. And The Walking Dead always kind of reminded me of Lost in that way. Now, Lost was a really good series, but yeah, it was also very character-centric. In fact, to the point where basically each episode was based upon the actions of a different character. Although, I've got to admit, they did it really well. At least the last, I would say, 3 seasons of Walking Dead I found to be disturbingly un-zombie flick thing, kind of, you know? It was more just... They didn't even need zombies, you know? It was just the protagonist against the antagonist, and, you know, zombie apocalypse was just a side note, you know? But anyway, enough about that. Yes, indeed, I peruse my share of Netflix. An awesome service. I haven't had cable TV for years. Well, I haven't had real cable TV for years. They keep showing up at my door and going, hey, guess what, blah, 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 we'll give you 6 months free if you try out this, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'll take the free 6-month thing, and, you know, the idea being they figure you'll be so hooked on TV by the time the 6 months is up that you'll you'll just keep the thing. But usually about 2 months in, I realize that I've seen everything that they're going to have to show me. And I phone up and cancel. And they actually argue with you. They go, but it's free. Yeah, I know. But if it's no value to me, why should it being free make a difference? But you've got another 4 months, and it's free. Yeah, you people just don't catch on very quick, do you? So, yeah. So I do appreciate my Netflix, let me tell you. It is a fine form of entertainment. And the Canadian version may not be quite as up to speed on new stuff as the American version gets, but we do alright. We do alright. Wow. I was hoping to get to use the trailer and check out how this thing loads and unloads bales, and yeah. Why do I have a feeling I'll be lucky if I have a bale by the time we're done here? Huh? Really? You better be able to back up, you big fat bottom monkey. There we go. Yeah, it's not really, well, I guess that's the reality though, isn't it? I've only also been around the field a couple of times. Oh yeah, I guess we've still got a fair bit there, eh? Alrighty. I won't complain too much then, we'll just struggle on. We'll just struggle on. So what else is going on? Oh. buddy Driz did a video from the server. Awesome. Good. I love that. The fact that it's actually being taken advantage to at least some extent is great. I'd go on there every day. You know, make sure that whatever the next portion I have to do is done. I finally finished seeding my last field yesterday when I was on. And of course, rode Khan for his traditional 5 minutes. Gave him a quick slap with the brush, and he's now up to, I think, $37,000, something like that. Yeah. So he's coming along. He's coming along. We'll see. So that's Taylor, and now Khan. We'll see what comes up next. But yeah, I see Driz was on there. And yeah, I'm aware that there is now a very crude form of GPS, but as my good friend mentioned, it is a long way from being something that we're going to throw on the server, leave alone, unless you're real brave about your game, not something you even want to play with all that much, because it is in a pretty crude state. Not to mention the amount of buttons and things that you have to change just to get things going, and it's all duals, it's all, you know, control plus something and all of that, which I find probably overly annoying, because currently, while I'm still using software to record these videos, as opposed to what I will be doing once I rebuild my computer, which is using a capture card. But yeah, because I'm still using software, it's quite a bit different. What do we got down here? This is a really weird shaped field. And we're also still not even halfway to a bale, eh? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. But it will be interesting. I'm obviously looking forward to GPS. You know, it's not going to help me maybe on a field like this, but for your average rectangular field, oh, it is a blessing. There is also a rudened version of Courseplay. Well, I understand it's fairly functional. Again, may not be terribly stable. So if you don't mind doing testing stuff, and that's another thing. I mean, if you do decide to check these out, of course, the mod authors do appreciate any sort of bugs, glitches, you know, that sort of thing that may happen. Because they do have to, just like game developers, not only ensure that these mods work, but that hopefully you're not limited to their particular platform to do it. Well, not their platform, but their specs on their platform. You know, because unlike consoles, of course, PCs have an almost unlimited amount of configurations. You know. Oh, that's terrible. Don't look. I haven't put my other harvester away. I know it's shameful. Expensive piece of equipment like that. Should look after it better. But yeah, we're not even got a half bale yet. Wow. This is, yeah. And I mean, 10K is pretty average harvesting speed. It's about what we do our grains at, isn't it? Oh well. All we can do, I guess, is plug on. The only other really thing the only other thing I really need to do, you think I'd been speaking English for at least a week, is pick up all the rest of the straw on my other fields. Now I have such a humongous amount of it that I actually did get a storage barn for that sort of thing, hay and straw. you know, itsy bitsy things you scrape off your fields and keep because they're worth money. Yeah, we do have storage for that, but I have not yet finished hauling the loading wagon around the 931 rows that the last 2 or 3 fields have put for us. So yeah, it's a fair bit of it. Well, so far, this is not a terribly different experience from harvesting most other things. So, indeed. I think maybe what I'll do here is give you guys a break. And, well, it won't seem like a break. It'll be a break for me, I suppose. And yeah, I will pop out for a sec here and come back when we're, I don't know, closer to doing something a little bit different with this whole system. Okie dokie? Alright, we'll see you in, Alrighty, welcome back. It's 9 hours later, and I'm just kidding. It only seemed to take that long, but we are approaching the full harvester limit here at 19.5. Oh, yeah, you know, I thought sugar beets and potatoes were a tedious thing to harvest. Wowzer. I mean, at least with those, you get a billion of them. Here, yeah. You know, I've got a bag of 20,000 cotton balls, which, frankly, you can get at Walmart for like $9, but, oh. It does that. It suddenly lets off, not on the throttle, but on the amount of noise it's making. Almost like I said, like the header had shut off. I thought this time it was because it was full, but here we go. Let's sneak her up. There we are. Alright. Now, what do we do? Lift harvester? Oh, unload baler. Baler. Okay. Suppose we can lift that. Alright, ooh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Wow. Now that is a marshmallow. Alrighty then. What a piece of kit. Alright. Suck her all back up. Interesting. Okay then. Okay then, indeed. Well. That's, it is quite the thing, isn't it? Wow. That's, I don't know. It's almost nasty. I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, I definitely have to say that's almost nasty. Alright. Well, I'm not going to make you watch the second big fill either. In fact, what I'm going to do here is that. Whew. Alright, well, look at this thing. Good Lord. Alright, well, I can't believe that entire field fit in there, but you know. Can't believe I have no idea where I parked my truck. She's no small truck. I thought it was down here. Hello? Hello? Truck? Alright, well. Obviously it's not. So, let's bzzz up to the other end. Oh, you know what? I actually own those 4 trees we just ran past. I'm still not seeing a truck. Alright. There it is. Well, where the heck are you hiding, man? So yeah, this apparently is the rig of choice for loading them really funny looking cotton ball suckers. So let's do this. Oh, that's a lovely bit of bridge to drag this across, isn't it? Alright. So, What do we got? Operating position. Okay. Okay. Let's zip back here a little ways. Let's see. Now, it's obviously going to load one right behind the other because she's not fat enough to load them staggered. So I guess what I need to do is maybe something like this. Let's really get a good stretch back. And oh, this is ruining my... Well, I guess I can't get it back into the harvester now. Oh man. All right, let's do the operating position thing. Ho. Okay. Oh, I got to be that close, man. I'm killing all my cotton. Oh. Oh, she's grabbed her. Let's get the heck out of there. Let's de-operating position that thing. Alright, well now I know I have to dump... Oh, I'm such a twat. Bloody hell. Nah. No. I have crusticated my crops. Oh man. Look at this. Oh man. That's so sad. I'm depressed. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I usually try so hard to be careful. Dang. Well. I don't know that I'm going to get a second one out of this, to be honest with you. She's sure not looking like it. Sure not looking like it. In fact, no way. This isn't even as big as the patch beside it, and I got that and the other side to fill that. Yeah, I think we're going to get less than a half of another one. So, I would think with a machine like this, it would give you the option of spitting it out once you're done doing for whatever you may be doing. I.e., when this field is cotton-free, we should be able to spit that other bale out just about anywhere as long as it's property we own, I would think. Which I'm certainly going to do from now on. Because even though... Yeah. So you got fooled into complacency because... What does it say? Let's look at the tires on this puppy. Do you see row crop tires? Do you see anything other than huge mucky muck tires? And yet, touches nary a plant. So yeah, that kind of caught me off guard. Man. Indeed. Just a cavalcade of heartbreaking moments. Indeed. But I think, guys, I'm going to harvestigate the rest of this and find a suitable spot for the harvester to relieve itself of its cotton burden. And next time around, we'll maybe drag it off to a store somewhere and see if we can get a buck or two for it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. I did. It was... Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. You won't notice it here because, well, we're in the middle of a field. But I have actually... I know. Call it cowardice. But I've turned off the AI traffic. And not just because of what happened with that low loader and this harvester the last time. Although to say that didn't add to the, the amount of straws placed upon the proverbial camel's back would be a lie. So what happened was, right after I signed off, I thought, well, if I don't have the low loader, I don't need the dolly, which I still had hooked up to the tractor, right? So I set off with the tractor and the dolly in tow, and I got to the first stop sign at the top of the hill where you have to hang a left to head shopward. Yeah. And another small Volvo estate car came sailing up behind me, obviously did not see the dolly at all, and drove right up underneath it, which of course was enough for Giant's physics to go, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And oh, I know, and apparently the answer is flip my 17.4 ton tractor off the road onto its roof and up against a telephone pole, precisely at where the tractor and the dolly meet. So yeah, I couldn't do anything. It was wrapped around the pole. I had to disconnect the dolly and then reset it, which, I mean, I was taking it to the store anyways, so of course, I still had to go to the store because I went there and I dragged it into the thing so I could at least get some decent money back for it. But yeah, once I got rid of the dolly, I was able to do the wagging dog technique and get my tractor back up onto her wonderful fat tires. So there you go. It was at that point that the very next car that I saw come by, I thought, you know what? You're the last car I'm looking at. And I went in and shut off the AI traffic. So there you go, guys. Remember to hit that like button on your way out. Do hope everybody's doing well, and if you're not, well, bloody get better. So, till next time, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.